Welcome. This is just a fairly brief guide to help yourselves and your son or daughter at Brunts to make the best decision possible moving forward with their GCSE options. So, first thing I'd like to say is that there are two possible pathway options available, and these pathway options are based on the latest tracking data and also the Key Stage 2 SATs results. The two pathways are the EBAC pathway and also the Progress 8 pathway. I'm just going to talk about those two pathways a little bit over the next couple of minutes. So what is the EBAC all about? It's been mentioned a lot in the media, and basically what the government are trying to encourage students to do is to study a range of different subjects. So at the moment, all students will be studying maths, English and science. They are what we call core subjects. Everybody has to do them. However, what the government would like people to do also is to study a modern foreign language. Now at Brunts we offer German or French, and also a humanities subject, geography or history. Now, how important is the EBAC? Well, there's a lot of uncertainty still, but what I would say is that there is an expectation that students who perhaps are going on to sixth form college and university, there is a chance that sixth forms and universities are going to put greater credence into the EBAC. So there is a chance that a student moving forward may want to apply to university or a sixth form college, and they may be at a disadvantage because they haven't studied that range of different subjects. It's still very much up in the air at the moment. We do encourage students suitable to study the EBAC pathway to follow it, but I can't stand here and put my hand on heart say for definite the EBAC is going to disadvantage a student if they don't pursue it. However, it's something to give some serious consideration moving forward. Now, your son or daughter will get a form, an options form, in the not too distant future, and it'll look something a little bit along these lines. And what they'll have to do is they will have to select from these option choices a number of subjects. So this is an EBAC student. So as you can see here, this is pre-populated. So the student will decide, are they going to do history or are they going to do geography? So for the sake of argument, this particular student is going to study history and they've circled it. Then they've got a choice about in terms of, are they going to do French or German? So they've circled German. Now the little asterisks, and it will say this on the options form, is basically your son or daughter needs to have studied German in year 8 to be able to continue into year 9. You can't just simply pick it up in year 9. And then we've got some free choices. So this student may, for example, pick BTEC PE, physical education, and they may also pick performing arts. So you can see there quite a broad and balanced curriculum covering lots and lots of different faculty areas. What I would really encourage your son and daughter to do as well, because it will make life a lot easier moving forward, is to also name a reserve choice. I will do my level best to try and give students their first choice in all of their different options. However, sometimes it's not always possible. So for an EBAC student, yes, they do have to a degree a restricted choice. However, they have still got two free options to pick. For example, creative subjects, technology-based subjects, digital-based subjects. Now, the other pathway is the Progress 8 pathway. Now, again, in a similar way to EBAC, they have to study maths, English and science, right? They're the core subjects. But then they must also pick another, what the government call academic GCSEs, and that's a choice from history or geography or computer science. Okay, but then they also, and you'll see this on the next slide, have 3 other option choices available to them. So if we flick on to the next slide, very similar to the EBAC, it will be colour coded. Students will be aware of which pathway they have been suggested to go on. So this particular student, you'll notice this time in the Progress 8 block we've got history or geography or computer science. So this student has decided to go down the computer science route. Then they have got 3 free options. So choosing from this table above, they've gone for music tech, graphic products, performing arts, and their reserve choice is creative media. Okay, So that's the Progress 8 pathway. Things to bear in mind. Well, your son or daughter may be encouraged to follow the Progress 8 pathway. However, yeah, they can still study a modern foreign language, yeah, if they want to. So they can do that if they want to, which would then actually take them onto the EBAC pathway, but that's fine. As I said earlier, you know, it is possible. You must have done German in year 8 to do it in year 9 and pursue it at GCSE, but you can do both languages. We do get some students who do both languages. Likewise, in the humanities side of things, you know, if a student is on the EBAC pathway and they circle history, well, they can still do geography in one of their 3 option choices. If your son or daughter is interested in studying GCSE music, for example, it is a course requirement that they must be able to play an instrument or sing at quite a decent level. Otherwise, they will really struggle to do themselves justice at GCSE. A couple of things to bear in mind also. It's not possible for students to do GCSE art and GCSE photography at the same time because of the sheer weight of portfolio. It really would be highly ill-advised to do that. And that's based on experience. And finally, and this is largely down to the changes that are occurring with the new GCSE in design and technology, it's not possible to study, for example, GCSE product design and GCSE graphic products, or textiles and graphic products. You can only do one of the 3, and that is a government directive, not a Brunt's directive. So, information and guidance for your son and daughter and yourselves. Well, obviously, the whole process will kick off very soon with a whole year assembly. We're going to get the course descriptions on the website as well, so it's an opportunity for you, your son and your daughter, to have a look at those course descriptions and think if those are the right courses for them moving forward at GCSEs. For subjects that aren't offered at Key Stage 3, but we do offer at GCSE, we are going to be doing some sample lessons and students will be contacted. So, subjects like music tech, business studies, health and social care, there will be an opportunity to get a bit of a sample experience before they make their decision, because that's clearly very important. They need to be as informed as much as possible. All right, a lot of work's going to be done in tutor groups. Tutors are going to be trained and they're going to be advising their tutees as much as possible. By all means, if you have a query, contact the tutor. They'll get in contact with you or email you. If there's a significant problem, then it may well be passed on to Mrs. Bryan as Year Progress Leader, or myself will get involved as well if it's required. Okay, so there's lots and lots of support there for your son and daughter, because it is a major decision. Timelines wise, well, the actual options assembly is on the 16th of January. Information will be also being put on the website round about that date. Faculties are actually promoting their subjects in lesson time as well. Round about Wednesday the 25th of January, the actual forms will be out and sent out to the students for them to bring home and have a discussion. But, you know, by all means, as soon as it goes live on the website and a message will be sent out to parents on that score, then please start looking. And I know some students have already started. 2nd of February is Parents' Evening. That's an opportunity to talk to current subject teachers of your son and daughter to see whether they are suitable perhaps to study that subject moving forward. So again, there's a little bit of an opportunity for further advice. The deadline for those option forms to be completed and handed back in is Wednesday the 8th of February, so that's just before half term. And again, it would be much appreciated if those forms could get in as soon as possible. It makes it a lot easier for me to sort out the option blocks and ideally get as many students as possible their first choice. Okay, so lots going on. It's a big decision. Really important that the students access the website, talk to staff, talk to the form tutors, get as much information as possible so they make the right decision for their future. Thank you very much.